Okay, so paying rent, that is not the same as throwing your money away. Most people think that owning a home is a financial asset. That is not true. In fact, the top selling financial author of all time, Robert Kiyosaki, you know I've had him on the show here twice. Robert Kiyosaki says a home is a liability, not an asset. That's because an asset puts money into your pocket every month, and a home takes money out of your pocket every month. Now, a rental property that puts money into your pocket every month, that's an asset. Some people say paying rent is like throwing money away. That is just not true. Look, what if you spent $500 to quote unquote rent an airplane seat for 6 hours to fly across the country? Well, no one laments that that was throwing money away. You enjoyed the benefit of occupying the airplane seat just so that you could get to where you want to go. And plus, undoubtedly, having a place to live is more necessary than just having an airplane seat for a few hours. So, though owning a home is rarely a good financial investment, a person still ties up a lot of money in their humble abode. So, let's explore this. You actually have four choices in how you live if you think about it. You either pay rent, or you own your home, or you can be homeless, or you can live with your parents. But yeah, basically it's just two, renting versus owning. It makes sense to rent more often than you think. In fact, more people are renting. The current U.S. home ownership rate is 64%, down from 69% in the recent peak way back in 2004. With home ownership, here's the thing. Most people just don't run the numbers. Well, a real estate agent that only profits from you buying a home doesn't want you to run the numbers. Homeowners just don't incur ongoing costs. When you buy, you pay a down payment and closing costs. Now, homeowners do have equity, and homeowners build equity, but like I've so often discussed at length here on the show, the rate of return from home equity is always zero. When it comes time for you to sell your home down the road, you might lose 10% of the home's value in make-ready expenses and closing costs and agent commissions, and that's in addition to all of the ongoing sunk costs for homeowners. An overlooked killer for homeowners are all these things: constant home maintenance, repairs, property taxes, utilities, landscaping, HOA dues, replacing pipes, repairing roofs, snow removal, painting costs. A lot of that stuff is just never fully recouped at sale time. And you know what else? To avoid looking dated, kitchens and bathrooms, they might have to be remodeled every 15 years. Well, renters bear fewer of those sunk costs. But if the real estate market appreciates substantially, like we've seen these last few years, you got to consider that renters don't participate in those benefits. And you know what? When people say buying a home was the best investment I ever made, you're going to hear that sometimes. Be careful. They usually did not consider the ongoing costs, which include but go beyond just financial costs. You know, society is sort of shifting, but a decided stigma still exists with renting. But you don't live your life for the Joneses. You live it for you. Paying rent is not throwing money away. Now, I'm not telling you that it's the best thing for you to rent or the best thing for you to own. I'm telling you to run the numbers. But unlike investment property, where it's all about the numbers, in your primary residence, it's not all about the numbers. In fact, numbers and feelings intersect when it comes to your own home. So I have, in fact, 18 different criteria for you to consider in your rent versus own decision. 18 of them. They are your time, your choice, equity buildup, liquidity, opportunity cost, sunk cost, your control, appreciation, tax advantages, mortgage rates, price and rent to value ratio, community formation, travel, your personal cash flow, and more. Let's go over each one of these 18 and discuss the trade-offs that you need to consider. And today, you are going to get a more holistic definition and a better understanding of whether you should even desire to own your own home or not. This is huge because this is the biggest monthly payment you're probably making in your entire life. So you've got to know whether that mortgage payment or that rent payment was really something that's been well thought out. Hey, this is your host, Keith Weinhold here. You just heard a snippet from a recent Get Rich Education podcast, the show that has created more passive income for people than nearly any show in the world. If you like wealth-building content like this, well, I deliver it just like this every week. The easiest way for you to listen to every audio show, free and on demand, is with your Get Rich Education app on both Apple and Android. I look forward to talking with you more there on the Get Rich Education app.